If you have never been to Valley of the Moon, or even if you have, now is the time to visit, as it is the most magical way to visit.
Valley of the Moon is continuing its decades-long tradition of magic with their presentation of Alice in Wonderland. Zach Jarrett is here to tell us more, and in a moment we'll actually get to see one of the scenes that takes place in Alice in Wonderland. Zach, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I'm so excited you're going to tell our viewers more about Valley of the Moon. How long has it been around, and tell us a little background.
Well, Valley of the Moon is an enchanted storybook land. And now, not many cities in the world have enchanted storybook land, so it's very, very special that Tucson has one. And it's especially special that Valley of the Moon has been open for 83 years in Tucson. Yes, 83 years, a very long time, during which time children of all ages have been enchanted by magical adventures throughout the grounds.
And one of them is Alice in Wonderland, which is something that you guys keep bringing back. Tell me what happens when someone comes during this time.
Well, a magical adventure at Valley of the Moon involves a walking tour through the park. And small groups of people will meet around sundown. In this case, at 6 p.m. we start. Small groups of people will be guided through Valley of the Moon by a very adventurous young woman named Alice. And they'll have an adventure along the way. And every stop along the way, they'll see a part of the show there in front of them. And by the end, the audience has become part of the adventure.
Oh, this sounds so unique and so much fun, especially for kids. Now, Zach, is Valley of the Moon a nonprofit organization, and how are you funded?
Yes, Valley of the Moon is a 501c3. We have been entirely volunteer operated for 40 years, all volunteer run, all volunteer maintained, and we're funded through the kindness and the generosity of Tucsonans. We have two major theatrical productions each year, The Haunted Ruins, which runs in the lead up to Halloween, and a spring show, which last spring was Thumbelina, and this spring is, of course, a Valley of the Moon classic, Alice in Wonderland.
Well, we're actually going to see a scene here in just a few moments, but we're going to get everybody out so they can come and see this wonderful, magical time. So thank you so much for telling us a little bit of background on it.
Yes, thank you very much for having us.
Absolutely. And the Valley of the Moon production of Alice in Wonderland plays throughout May, starting on the 8th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are $10 for adults, and those 15 and under get in for free. As a special for Mother's Day, all moms get in for free as well. For more information, you can call 323-1331 or log on to TucsonValleyoftheMoon.com.
And now here is a preview from Alice in Wonderland.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Come now, we will have some fun. I'm glad they've begun asking riddles. I believe I can guess that.
Do you mean to say that you believe you can find the answer to the riddle?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
Well, I do. At least, I mean what I say. And that's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. You might just as well say that I see what I eat is the same as I eat what I see.
You might as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you. Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I.
All right.
Well, I should think that you would have better use of your time than asking riddles that have no answer.
Well, take some more tea.
Well, but I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean that you can't take less. It's very easy to take more than nothing.
I don't think...
Then you shouldn't talk.
Wow, this is the worst tea party I've ever been to in all my life. Won't be.